What does Earth look like from space? It's a view that has fundamentally changed how humanity sees itself, sparked environmental movements, and brought grown astronauts to tears. The sight of our home planet from the cosmic void is so profound that it has its own name, the overview effect, and once you understand what Earth really looks like from out there, you'll never think about our planet the same way again. Let's start with the most famous description of Earth from space, courtesy of astronomer Carl Sagan. He called our planet a pale blue dot, and that's exactly what it is. From just a few billion miles away, Earth appears as nothing more than a tiny blue speck suspended in a sunbeam, barely visible against the infinite black of space. No borders, no countries, no signs of the 7 billion people calling it home. Just a fragile blue dot in the cosmic dark, but let's zoom in and see what astronauts actually experience when they look down at Earth from the International Space Station, about 250 miles up. From that perspective, Earth fills most of your field of view, and it's absolutely breathtaking. The first thing that hits you is the colors. Earth is predominantly blue. That deep, rich blue of the oceans that covers about 71% of the surface, but it's not just one shade of blue. Near the coastlines, the water appears turquoise and green where it's shallow. In the deep ocean, it's a dark navy blue that seems to go on forever. The blue is so vibrant and pure that many astronauts say no photograph can truly capture it. Wrapped around this blue marble is an impossibly thin layer of atmosphere, our life-supporting blanket that appears as a delicate blue shell around the planet. From space, you can actually see how thin our atmosphere really is. If Earth were the size of an apple, the atmosphere would be thinner than the apple's skin. It's this fragile layer that protects all life on Earth, and seeing it from space makes you realize just how precious and vulnerable it really is. The clouds are spectacular from space, massive white swirls and spirals that can span entire continents. You can watch hurricanes form and dissipate, see thunderstorms march across landscapes, and observe weather patterns that stretch for thousands of miles. The clouds cast shadows on the surface below, creating this incredible interplay of light and dark that's constantly shifting and changing, but it's the land that really tells the story of our planet. The continents appear in shades of brown, green, and gold, depending on the season and the terrain. The Amazon rainforest looks like a vast green carpet. The Sahara Desert appears as a golden brown expanse that seems to glow in the sunlight. Mountain ranges create dramatic shadows and ridges that you can see from hundreds of miles away. What's absolutely stunning is how sharp and clear everything appears. There's no atmosphere to blur your view of Earth's surface, so the details are crystal clear. You can see individual rivers snaking across continents, lake systems that look like scattered jewels, and coastlines with such intricate detail that you can make out individual bays and peninsula's. At night, Earth transforms into something even more magical. The dark side of the planet lights up with the warm glow of human civilization. Cities appear as bright golden clusters connected by glowing highways. You can see the eastern seaboard of the United States as one continuous line of light. Europe looks like a spider web of illuminated cities. The lights of fishing boats appear as scattered dots across the dark oceans, but what's most profound is what you don't see from space. You don't see borders. You don't see the political divisions that seem so important down here on the surface. There are no lines separating countries, no walls dividing peoples. Earth appears as one unified, living system, a single, integrated planet where everything is connected. Astronauts often describe experiencing what psychologists call the overview effect, a cognitive shift in awareness that comes from seeing Earth from space. It's the realization that Earth is a tiny, fragile oasis of life in an infinite cosmic void. Every human who has ever lived, every civilization that has ever existed, every war that's ever been fought, every love story that's ever unfolded, All of it has happened on this one small blue world. Many astronauts report that seeing Earth from space makes human conflicts seem trivial and pointless. When you're looking down at the entire planet, the things that divide us seem insignificant compared to what unites us. We're all inhabitants of the same small world, breathing the same thin atmosphere, sharing the same oceans and continents. The Apollo astronauts were the first humans to see Earth as a whole planet. When Apollo 8 orbited the Moon in 1968, the crew took a photograph called Earthrise, showing Earth rising above the lunar horizon. That single image fundamentally changed how humanity saw itself. For the first time, we could see our entire world as it really is, a beautiful, isolated sphere in the vast emptiness of space. Astronaut William Anders, who took the Earthrise photograph, said it was the most important thing they did on the mission. Not landing on the moon, not conducting scientific experiments, but simply showing humanity what Earth looks like from the outside. That photograph is credited with helping launch the environmental movement and Earth Day. Astronaut Edgar Mitchell described looking at Earth from space as a profound spiritual experience. He said it gave him an instant global consciousness and an intense dissatisfaction with the state of the world. He realized that we're all crew members on Spaceship Earth, and we need to start acting like it. More recently, astronauts on the International Space Station have taken thousands of photographs of Earth, and each one reveals something new and amazing. They've captured the aurora borealis dancing across the polar regions like green curtains of light. They've photographed lightning storms that look like camera flashes going off inside massive cloud formations. They've seen volcanic eruptions creating new land, and they've watched the seasons change across entire continents. From space, you can see the impact humans have had on the planet. City lights reveal the extent of human settlement. You can see deforestation in the Amazon, the retreat of glaciers, and even large-scale agricultural patterns. But you can also see the incredible beauty and resilience of the natural world. Massive river systems, pristine wilderness areas, and ecosystems that have remained unchanged for millions of years. One of the most moving experiences for astronauts is seeing sunrise and sunset from space. The International Space Station orbits Earth every 90 minutes, so astronauts see 16 sunrises and sunsets every day. They describe the sun appearing as a brilliant white point of light that gradually illuminates the curved edge of Earth, creating a rainbow of colors in the thin atmosphere: blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. But perhaps most importantly, seeing Earth from space reveals just how alone we are in the universe. In every direction beyond our planet, there's nothing but the black void of space filled with distant stars. Earth appears as an oasis of color and life in an otherwise empty and hostile universe. It makes you realize that this is the only home humanity has ever known, and the only home we're likely to have for a very long time. The view of Earth from space has practical implications too. Satellites orbiting our planet have revolutionized weather forecasting, GPS navigation, and global communications. They've helped us understand climate change, track deforestation, and monitor natural disasters. The perspective from space has given us tools to better understand and protect our planet, but beyond the practical benefits, the view of Earth from space offers something even more valuable: perspective. It reminds us that we're all passengers on the same small spacecraft, traveling through the cosmic dark together. Our planet doesn't belong to any one nation or group of people. It belongs to all of us and to all the life forms that call it home. When you look at Earth from space, you see a world without borders, a planet where the atmosphere connects every breath you take to every other living thing. You see a world where the oceans flow freely between continents, where weather systems span multiple countries, where everything is interconnected in one beautiful, complex living system. If this cosmic perspective moved you as much as it did me, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to Astral Awe for more awe-inspiring content about our planet and the universe beyond. Share this video with someone who needs to see Earth through the eyes of an astronaut. What aspect of Earth from space amazes you most? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next stellar adventure.